Hello again. Just thought I would look at this article here. I love seeing how other people view. Well, I like seeing about things across the globe, but it's also neat to see how other people feel about our country, about the people we live. Well, I can't speak, but the people living here in the United States. So I found this article. This is from May 2021 from the Insider. 23 things that are considered normal in the US, but that the rest of the world finds weird. So I like to see other points of view of us. So I guess this could be like a reaction to a website. I don't know. My voice is kind of. I took. I think if you looked at my earlier videos, I took 2 COVID tests from different places, and both came up negative, just so that I could show people that no, I don't have COVID. Because oh my God, stay away, don't cough on me, you have COVID. No, I don't have COVID, which I'm sure you care be online. Like we can't pass it over the internet. Okay, let's get back to the point of this video. The first one, using money that is all the same color. Yes, all my life, not all my life, I act like we talk about this every day since I've been born. But most of, I've heard for years that our money is very boring to look at. And so that's never, I'm sure it's never bothered me. I don't care what color the money is as long as I have it. And when I work for it, as long as you pay me for it. And this is not something I really, but I do agree. I love seeing getting currency from other countries because, yeah, it seems that there's more effort put into it. I love when I'm going down, when I go to visit family, just get a quick exchange of the pesos. Because usually I give them away to people. I bring them back, and then I end up giving away all the pesos to people who don't really have, not that they're not charity, obviously, but it's neat because I can always go get more, and I'm sure they can now with, more of a global market we have. But yeah, our money is pretty ugly. Let me close this off. I'm all for a website that lets me close their ads off. Of course, there's plenty more on the sides there. Yeah. There's a one with a button here. Okay, putting a lot of ice in our drinks. I want a cold drink. I don't want a cocktail. But like right now, all my sodas are in the refrigerator. I don't want a hot one. So do people drink room temperature soda? I don't like, to each their own. I don't care what you drink. But one small thing that stands out when you visit, not right now, when you visit Europe is that restaurants there don't use olive ice. At most restaurants, you won't get it unless you ask for it. I can see water because I do prefer water to be room temperature because I tend to drink it quick. If I'm thirsty, I'll drink water. If I drink it quickly while it's ice cold, then you get a brain freeze headache. So Americans are among the few people who use an excess of ice. I don't like too much ice. I do agree with that. If you don't tell them, I don't like the whole glass full of ice. My mom does, and I have a friend, a former coworker, that she always, when I pick her up something, she wants extra ice. But for me, I want less ice. Maybe half glass ice. Because I do agree that's too much ice. To me, I'm paying for this particular drink. Like if I go to McDonald's and get like a Coke Zero, I want a Coke Zero, not a cup full of ice and a little bit of Coke Zero. So I do agree with that. That I don't like too much ice in my drink. Some people do. Some people want extra ice. I don't. I'll just buy water if I want something watered down. Using America or Americans to describe ourselves, our customs, and our country. And this is true. I didn't realize this until I was older. That, I knew there's North and South America. That I just always said, I'm an American. We are Americans, yada, yada, yada. But and then finally putting 2 and 2 together when speaking with someone from outside of our country, that's kind of arrogant to say we're the only America. No, we're the United States of America. But, and I do know that if you leave here, many people will call it the States. It's called the States like that. But America isn't our name, so I don't care what you say, whatever. When I work with my children from China, they always say America, and even in their curriculum, they say America. Um, what is it I learned when I was learning actual Spanish? Estado unidense. Estado unidense. Is that how you say that? If you were to leave and speak with someone from like from South America, you would see Estado unidense or Norte Americano. Norte Americano. You would actually say North American, but then that consists of Canada, United States, Mexico, Bahamas, and all that. But Estado unidense. So remember that. That's your Spanish lesson for today. Estado unidense. Estado unidense. I'm probably saying that wrong. That's a hard with my tongue is kind of thick today. Writing the date beginning with the month. Again, this is one I didn't realize that the rest of the world didn't do until I was probably in college. And I think the other way makes sense. We're used to it. I don't see myself changing. I don't mind writing the other way, but if I see like a date from something from outside of our country, I do know to look for day, month, year instead of month, day, year. And it does make sense to go from specific to broad like that. But it's something to be mindful of. And when I do, when I speak with someone from outside of the country, I tend to don't use the whole number system. I do put maybe 4. What is today? September 4th. I'll say 4 September, whatever, 2021. But if I'm not thinking about it, and I still do, what is 9/4/2021. Yeah, that's something that I realized that we do it awkward from the rest of the world. Not every country. Advertising prescription drugs all over the place. Yes, you go on television, so they're advertising it to you what to ask your doctor for, like we're the medical professionals. I think that's kind of weird, and they know what they're doing because people do that, and that's why they make the millions and billions of dollars, because people go tell their doctors what they need instead of going to the doctor and seeing what you need. Ask your doctor about blah 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 blah. But I'm sure if your doctor feels you need that particular pill, then they'll tell you. So I don't find it it'd be like going and say, go ask your teacher to use this strategy. I'm open to suggestions, but to me it's kind of insulting that to the medical professionals going out and saying, yeah, oh, there I'm right. What they say, ask your doctor for brand X antidepressants. Yeah, that's kind of slap a face to the medical professionals. Go tell them what you need. Ask them about this. Hanging American. Oh, they used American right there. Hanging American flags everywhere. And I do see that a lot. I'm not. It doesn't bother me. I don't care what you can hang whatever you want to outside. That is something I've had a foreign friend tell me. That's something they noticed that. And it wasn't a bad. It isn't a bad thing. They were first shocked, and then they found it very touching that how much we love our country, and how we proudly display it everywhere. Express how strange American flags from business historical side. Yeah, you'll see flags everywhere. The fact our pharmacies sell so many things. Yeah. There used to be a billboard in Huntington, West Virginia there's a pharmacy there that was advertising. Come here, like basically they don't do like if you go to our pharmacies here, you'll find it's just like going shopping. But it was an advertisement. Like the billboard said, our pharmacy, you won't find booze, butts, and another B word that I can't remember, something unhealthy you could buy at a store. Booze, butts, and something you won't find here at our pharmacy. But yeah, you can go to pharmacy. You can buy while you're there getting your prescription. You can get over the counter. Of course, over the counter, I'm sure there's many other pharmacies. Buy you a pack of cigarettes. Buy you a case of beer. Go ahead and get your soda. Buy your snacks. And some of them are even large enough that you can do a lot of your basic grocery shopping. I've seen some of them are starting to sell packaged deli meat. So you can buy your cheese and sandwich and your breads, your basic groceries while you're waiting for your prescription to be filled. And then we have a lot of pharmacies that are also in like larger stores like Walmart and Targets that will like which you can buy at those stores. You can buy clothes. You can do your clothes shopping while you're waiting at the pharmacy, which I think is great. I don't see any problem with it. But I do think it's kind of contradictory to go to the pharmacy to get your medication at the same place you're getting if you go to buy cigarettes. So I don't know. Eating bread that almost tastes sweet. Yes, I found it strange as consistently encounter sweet bread, and I've heard that, and our pizza too. I've heard that our pizza tastes very sweet as well, sweeter than it should be. Like if you buy it at a chain or something. People in the U.S. may not even realize how sweet it is, and you don't like eat a tortilla. Tortillas aren't sweet at all, and so I have heard that. Okay, I don't know much to say about that one. Using the empirical system. When I went into science when I first went to college, and then I changed to science education, then to whatever. But I became really familiar with the metric system then. All of our science teachers, I think from, as far as I can remember, from junior high on up to, I think that like probably, I'd say from 7th grade when I was in junior high on up to I was in college, that we had to use the metric system of, instead of the imperial system. And the imperial system really doesn't make sense if you look at the history of what an inch is, why is 12 a foot? Where do we get these from? If you read them, there's stories why, why the number 12, why 12 inches is a foot, and, what constitutes a gallon. But I think the metric system it goes by tens. It would take a lot for us to switch. I think there's only 2 other countries that use the metric system. I want to say there's one in Asia and one in Africa. Let's see what that is. Countries that use the metric system. Okay. Myanmar, but I was going to say Burma, Myanmar, Libya, and the United States. I knew it was, both Myanmar, Libya. I knew it was Libya. Libya's like right there, yeah. I knew it was one African country and one Asian country that also used the metric system as well. And the rest of the world, imperial system. 3 countries that use the imperial system. And I think one of them uses a mixture of both. I want to say it's Myanmar that uses a mixture of both of the, I'm not going to that, it's a whole different story, I'm sure. Anyway, I think the metric system makes more sense, but think of how much money that would cost to switch us all over now. It would change our whole curriculum, everything we sell, from things like all the laws would have to change when it comes to how much you can buy. And there's so many things that would have to, it says right there, if I kept on reading, 3 countries that use it. How much we'd have to change in our whole facet of life. But again, I still agree that the metric system makes more sense. I don't know. Constant commercials. I hate commercials. When I have my any subscription I buy to like YouTube. I have YouTube Premium because I hate watching the ads. Hulu and Disney Plus. I get the commercial free version. I'll pay the extra money. I hate commercials. I don't like them. I love America, but the one thing I hate is the placement of there's too many. Like for a 30-minute show, there'll be 4 commercial breaks, so you're not getting I agree with that. Just way too many. I didn't realize it was just us though. Had that many, and then before the end credit and the show, then it'll jump straight from the credits to the next show. It used to not be like that. I remember one thing I've noticed is there's not as much anymore are TV theme songs. The TV still like newer shows that they have theme songs. If they are super short, or they just jump right into the show. I don't watch a lot of television, obviously. You can see that. So. Expecting free refills everywhere we get a drink. Yes. When I worked at West Virginia Tech and Bridge Valley Community College. Um, the students who were from a different country, that's something they loved when they came here, was getting free refills, and they never understood, if you're going to go into a restaurant and eat there, to go carry out takeaways is a whole different story. I'm going through a drive-through. Drive-through is another one they were surprised about. If we're going in to sit, why do we buy a large drink when we can? It just shows how lazy. Why get a large drink when there's free refills? And growing up, our family, we would always get small drinks. If we actually went to like McDonald's to sit, we would always get small drinks because you can always get as much as you want. But I always, that's something I always saw other people do as well. They would get a large drink when you could always get as much as you want while they're eating. So yeah, if you leave our country, you don't see free refills. Now I have seen free refills, like when we do go into, like when I go visit family in Texas, right across the border. There are some restaurants there, but I think it's just because it's so close to the borders. And there may be other countries. I'm not saying we're the only ones that do this. Many foreigners think it's strange that free refills are offered and generally expected. It's not the same in other places. France banned unlimited refills in 2017. Was it New York, the state of New York, or maybe the city of New York? One of the two, either the city or the whole state of New York, banned large drinks because in their efforts to fight obesity. I don't know. But yeah, if you come here and you go to a restaurant, generally you'll get as much, unless it's like a premium drink. If you drink alcohol or orange juice or something like milk, like you won't get. I think some places, yep. No, I've never been somewhere that gives free like juice and milk, things like that. Coffee, tea, and water and sodas generally are always free to refill. And yeah, I agree. Yeah, get a small drink if you want to go inside. Using a lot of water in the toilet bowls. A lot of, yeah. That's something that I've never heard, but thinking now, there is a lot of water in there in the toilet. Toilets are certainly different in the U.S. than other parts of the world. One amusing difference is to note how much water there is in American toilets than other countries. Seriously, why so much? I'm not an international traveler. I've only been to Mexico. Then on a cruise I was in Bahamas. I never really paid much attention to the amount of water in the toilet. So that's the one I can't really comment too much about. So if you're from somewhere else or you do travel, is that something that's a thing? I didn't realize we were putting too much water in the toilet. Putting giant gaps in between bathroom stalls. Yes, I hate that. Now I hate going to the public restrooms because I like there are some places that will have like a full door shut, like very, very few. I've noticed that like a lot of the nicer truck stop gas stations will have, I'm not an international traveler, and I've taken a lot of road trips. They'll have, you can fully close the door and the wall goes all the way down. Well, just like here, like the wall goes all the way down and the door goes like a full door. But generally, if you go to any of our stores or restaurants, there's a huge gap right here, and you can see the feet of the next person. And usually between these doors, people can peek in and see if you're there. And I hate public restrooms because of I'm a very private person. Not that I'm sure people want to see me using the bathroom, but there's those sick people out there. But I like my privacy. People are surprised at the bathroom door. I forget. I heard why we do that. I think it's either a safety issue or if a toilet floods, it's easier to clean, or I don't know. I don't remember why we do that. But again, that's something that I hate here is the massive. By the way, don't do this. Don't put. Here's the grammarian in me. Don't use quotations if you want to show emphasis. That's not a good thing to do in professional writing. That's extra for this video. I taught you a lesson. Don't do that. Yeah, I hate those gaps. I hate it. I hate it. Drinking huge cups of coffees. I'm drinking huge coffees while we walk around. I do know that coffee isn't consumed as much in other places. I do know that. But and when they do go out for coffee, they want to sit down and enjoy it. while they drink it, and instead of just walking around. So I've been told if you go to this country or outside of here, don't it's kind of a faux pas. People won't you're not against the law, obviously, but it's kind of a social faux pas to buy coffee then go walk around. Because people generally drink coffee while they're sitting down to enjoy it. In the U.S., large to-go coffee cups are common. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll carry I'll carry a big thermos, like a big Yeti of coffee sometimes. Especially when I taught in the classroom, I would do that. I would teach while holding my big old coffee while I did breakfast duty in the cafeteria. Taking leftover food home from a restaurant. It's not uncommon to take your leftover meal back home for tomorrow's lunch. I think this might go along with other people saying that our portion sizes are so huge. Well, this is usually what we do if they are like that. We will ask for a doggy bag or a to-go box. I don't say doggy bag, and people don't say doggy bag too often anymore. They may do. You may say doggy bag. I don't know. But yeah, I asked for a to-go box the other day when I went to there's an Indian restaurant in Charleston I like really well, and I didn't finish all my bread basket and my rice, and I had like the tikka masala sauce from the chicken left over. I poured over the rice, and I got a to go. Usually I will like that. In other countries, it is strange. In France, it was France again. It is frowned upon that a law had to be passed to allow doggy bags to happen to get rid of food waste. So I guess people just threw their food away. I don't know. And I have friends and I know people who hate leftovers, and they cringe at taking food away from the restaurant because they just hate leftovers. Not me though. You can see by my size, I don't I don't let food go to waste too often. Eating, yeah, this goes along. Eating giant portions, and sometimes we will finish our plate. Yeah, we do have giant portions like that. People from other countries can't believe how big American portions are. Do a online search. Look at like what a large drink looks like in other countries. What compared to what we order, like that. And speaking of that, then a lot of these I guess goes hand in hand with why we take it home, because we do get such large portions. But you get a lot of get more food for your money, so I don't see like that. Paying sales taxes on pretty much everything we buy. This is something that a lot of people will realize once they get here. The price on the sticker will be different when you get to the cash register. And it's always bothered me. Why don't they just put let's go ahead and add the sales tax to the sticker price, and then people say, oh, it doesn't matter. You can go from city to city, from state to state, and the taxes will be different. Well, put a different price on the stickers there. Don't I think it would make buying things a lot easier, or just include tax. Who knows? I know there's a whole. You got to include tax when you're a business. You have to pay taxes on what people buy from you because there's money coming in. But just go ahead and either add it or balance the price so that taxes aren't included. I think it would make shopping a lot easier for us. You hear like, tacos are only 99 cents this week. No, it's not. Here in West Virginia, it'll be $1.06 because of the $1.05. I'm sorry, because of 6% sales tax here. And then if you go to certain cities, have an extra 1% tax to it. Tipping waiters and waitresses and other service professionals. Yes, and I do. I agree with. And is that it? Did they give him like a couple of dollars and there's some foreign? Because that's not. Is someone like they combine their foreign currency with 2 American dollar bills there? But yeah, tipping is something that is done a lot here, and I've seen places that, and I know, and I've spoken with friends who've worked in the service industry like this, and they've admitted to like if someone is a bad tipper, they don't usually give them the best service next time around like that. But I believe in tipping. I like tipping because someone's going out of their way. I know in other countries they give 110% because they believe it's expected already. But of course, those places already pay their employees well. They don't pay them pennies and expect everyone else to pay their own workers, which I think bad on if you're a business owner like that. Now, I'm willing to pay a little more for my food if you pay your workers right. Using red cups to drink alcohol out of. Yeah, there's a song called Red Solo Cup, whatever. I don't know what the name of the song is. I'm not a country person, but um, they're common in the U.S. movies. There's you can go online. I have a friend from Ireland who said you go online and buy American. It's called American Party Cups, and it's red Solo cups. So I have blue Solo cups in my kitchen, but that's just because I don't. That's to save on washing dishes. So I'd rather have more garbage than add more garbage to the environment than wash my dishes. Wearing swimsuits to the beach. Do people not wear swimsuits to the beach in other countries? I don't know. Swimsuits are the norm. In some other countries like Europe, it's considered normal to be topless. Well, okay, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying now. In fact, people who travel to the U.S. often have to be warned to wear swimsuits in public areas and keep them on. Okay, I didn't, whatever. Going into debt to go to college. I didn't go into debt until I started going to graduate school. My first semester of my master's, I took a little bit of student loan out. Then the rest of my first master's program, I was a graduate assistant, and that paid for my master's degree. And then when I went for my doctorate, that's when I stacked on the debt that's going to hit me really quickly in January. Once this, something to do with the pandemic, I was able to avoid paying it, but of course my interest is piling up, I'm sure. So I don't expect to ever pay it fully off. I need to get on that. I need to get on fixing that because that's going to hit me in January. I got to start paying that back. Throwing baby showers. I don't mind baby showers. Baby showers are fun custom in the U.S., but is not something many other parts of the world partake in. Outside the U.S., some people find them strange, kind of rude, and aren't interested. I think it's rude to throw your own baby. I'm not rude. That's the wrong word to use. I think it's awkward. I find it awkward. Most people don't, but again, I'm not like most people. When people throw their own baby shower, to me, that's like saying, we're having a child, come to our party and buy us things. That'd be like me throwing my own birthday party and expecting you to buy me a gift. No, if I throw my own party, I want you to come celebrate my birthday with me. I'll provide the food and stuff. I wouldn't expect you to bring a gift. And I think it's sweet. And I think it's very considerate if someone throws someone a baby shower. But for you to throw your own, and if you've thrown your own baby shower, I'm not looking down upon you. I don't care what you do. Again, I say you do you and live and let live. But to me, it's kind of awkward to throw your own. We're having a baby. Come to my party and buy me things. It's like, I wouldn't throw my own household shower. I say never, but then watch me buy a house and I'll do that just to get some free furniture and free supplies and stuff. Anyway, if you throw your own baby shower, you do you. I don't care. I live my life. You live your life. Working constantly with relatively little vacation. Yes, I have heard that too. That we have the least amount of vacation time around the world. I've seen people who have taken like 2 or 3 week vacations to another country, or they do that. That's what their employer provides. Most of my career has been in education, so I've had summers off without pay. So don't think teachers get paid, or we don't get paid in the summer. So that little myth. But I have something I've always been able to do in the summer, but most careers you might get a week, and that's after you've worked there for a year. I know I have worked one job. If you work there for a year, you get 1 week off. After 10 years, they'll give you 2 weeks off of vacation. My dad's job gave him, before he retired, they had a really good vacation package and a really good, days off throughout the year. He was able to save. I remember we always took a good 2 or 3 week vacation, like in July. They called it the coal miners' vacation. Every coal mine, like the coal mines would shut down, and like either in June or July, I can't remember when it was. I think it was in July usually. Usually like the end of June, beginning of July, or somewhere there. I can't remember. But he always got a good one. But yeah, most jobs don't give you here a very good vacation package. You might get a week off. That's if you're pushing it. yeah. So, and then some people don't even take their vacation. They're workaholics, or they think they have to always be on the clock. To me, I always said, and take your days, take your day, enjoy yourself. I had a principal once told me, she said, if you die today, your job will be posted before the ink dries on your obituary. And I always, that stuck with me ever since I've been teaching that. Yeah, enjoy your life, because again, you're replaceable. The employer won't care to replace you once you're gone. So yeah, do that with what you will. I guess that's the end of it. Huh. Anyway, this has been neat and fun. 15 American foods that British people find disgusting. There's a lot of foods that, yeah, I could be up on another video another day. But anyway, yeah, if any of these were surprising to you, or any more comments on any of these, just leave it below. But yeah, there are things, and I think we could do one of these for almost every country in the world, each culture, even within our own country. There are things we do here in West Virginia that someone in a different area of our country would find strange. And that's what's what's beautiful about us. We're all different, and so yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching. This is a little longer than I normally do, but yeah. All right. Have a good one.